I'm live. I'm live.
But you have to let me talk.
No, be quiet.
I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Hi, y'all. Good night. This is what happens when you a guest and
See, he was talking about me.
what's going on? Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. We are cornrow with Camilla today. Hi, you guys. I miss you. Listen, I hope my PT does not come up in here and see that I'm about to braid. I'm about to braid. I have not braided. Listen, I might need a cornrow with Camilla class for my own self because I have literally not cornrowed or done anything. So this is for you though. Don't worry about how my arm looks. This is for you. So today, as you know, is my cornrow with Camilla. It's my way to just, because people were asking, even though I have the YouTube video, people were still asking to see it in person, see it in action, so I get it. So my model, hey! My model is my very good friend's daughter, Isabel. Where's Isabel? Belle, can you guys see? 1, 2, 3, pose, and pose, and 1, 2, 3, pose, and pose. That is Isabel, guys. Come closer so they can see your beautiful face.
Hi.
Come, 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 come. So this is Isabel, and turn around, let them see your puff.
Okay.
This is Isabel's puff. So if you are a lot of people with children, you could look back now, sorry.
Thank you.
If a lot of people with children, especially moms, ask me, oh my God, my daughter has so much hair. And, I mean, it doesn't get more hair than this. See the puff, right? Yes, the puff is there. And mind you, the mom, sorry friend. The mom, her mother blow dried her hair. Okay, so before I even get to that, I just want to tell you what is in Isabel's hair. Hold on. So proud of you. Design Essentials shampoo and conditioner. So this is how Belle's hair was prepped. And then she followed up with a leave-in treatment. Okay? So that's all she has in her hair right now. There's no special product, nothing tricky. Design Essentials, almond and avocado, shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in. Link is in my bio, okay? If you guys want to get that. So, oh, somebody said you have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
So this is Isabel's hair. If you see any comments, just let me know if it's questions. Okay. This is the starting point. So I did not cheat. I did not blow dry it extra to get it super straight. I wanted to show a texture that most of you are probably dealing with at home. If this is your starting point, I am here to help. Mind you, I'm not gonna do anything fancy. This is literally just to show you how to cornrow. And then when I start to braid, I'll let her zoom in so you can see my finger placement. But
Beautiful head of hair.
nothing fancy. Just a very basic. Isabel's probably gonna hate the hairstyle. I'm sorry, Belle. She's very particular about her hair. But it's just to show you how you can like work through the hair. So I'm going to separate the front from the back. Alright. I'm gonna take a section here. Put it to the side. Section here. Put it to the side. What you're going to do to start the braid, the easiest way to start the braid is to work in sections, meaning don't just attack this as a whole. You're gonna create a small section at the top, right? Hope this makes sense. So now you have somewhere to start. Just like in the video, these are your beaks, right? These are the important fingers that you're gonna need. You're holding the hair like this, right? You're gonna take one piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. Break it into 3 equal pieces, right? So this could be, if we weren't cornrowing, this is how you would braid a normal braid. These 2 fingers, grab. These 2 fingers, grab. these two fingers, grab, and then you would have an individual braid. So for a cornrow, literally all you're going to do is that concept, but instead of braiding off of the head, you're braiding down, and the rest of the hair that's separated from this part becomes food. Let's call it food for the birds. That was why I made the bird analogy, because if these are bird beaks and you start here, let me backtrack. Before you start to cornrow, you start with that one stitch as if it was a regular braid. What do I mean by that? Remember, you're starting with the 3 pieces. Feed the right beak. Feed the left beak. That looks like it's going to be a normal braid. When you come to feed the right beak again, all you're going to do is pick up some hair to feed the bird. Here. Continue to braid. Pick up some hair, feed the bird. Did that make sense? And all you're doing is literally continuing the process of a braid. So if you're comfortable braiding, it should make sense, right? Feeding the bird from the base. Crossover. Feeding the bird from the base. And you're just grabbing. Again, start as a normal braid, and your fingers should pick up food from the scalp. Food from the scalp. That's all you're doing. Nothing extra is happening. Food from the scalp. Right? Food from the scalp. This is the same beak. Food from the scalp. Every time you crisscross, all you're doing is adding hair to the beak, to your thumb and your index. That's what makes the hair lay to the head. Whatever is comfortable. Some people braid like this, where their pinkies are against the head, which keeps it flat. Some people, they, do whatever makes you comfortable, as long as you're picking up hair. This is a little dramatic, but I'm just showing you how it doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there. When you get more comfortable, you can go to some where you're just using your fingertips. You see what I'm saying? Is this making a little bit of sense? So this braid is obviously horrible. This is not a reflection of my cornrows. This is basically what I hope what you did looks like. This is all you want to achieve. To stick to the head. Let me part another section. I'll use this whole section actually, just so you can see it with a big piece of hair. So that's why to cornrow, before you get to a cornrow, you have to really be comfortable braiding. Can everybody hair braid? Is that like, are you guys comfortable braiding? Because that's where you should really start. If you're not comfortable at the braid point, you won't be comfortable with the cornrow. And braiding, change the angle real quick, is just a matter of making X's, if you think about it. So you're making an X here, taking this piece, making an X there, taking the middle piece, making an X here, taking the middle piece, making an X there, taking the middle piece, making an X there. That's literally all braiding is, if you really break it down. So when you're making these X's, eventually when you get comfortable, then it becomes this, right? So again, with this concept in mind of crossing over, you're gonna start with 3 pieces, as if you're going to do a normal braid, an individual braid.
Can you make this cornrow in this angle?
Can you make a
Cornrow in this angle?
I am. I'm doing that right now as we speak. So again, back to the bird analogy. Pick up from the base. That's what's gonna make the cornrow. So this is the stitch without the added hair. This is it. These are the 3 pieces. So So when you do that first stitch, it has nothing to hold on to. So you have to pick up a little piece of hair from the scalp. Then come around. Take your hand and come around and grab the other side. Right? So now you're on this side. Pick up a little piece of hair. Come around. And now you're on this side. Pick up a little piece of hair. Right? And all you're doing is repeating that motion back and forth. I'm overextending my index finger to show you that I'm picking up hair. Take the middle piece of hair that's at the top. Yes, that index finger. Like you said, this middle piece. And again, this right hand is going to come around and under. Right? And now you're on this side. Ooh, ignore my hands. I need a manicure. Take the hair up. Feed it. Take the middle hair that's on top hair. Come around and under. You see that? Around and under. Making sense? You're going under the middle piece to grab the left side. Around and under. Once you do that, pick up hair from the base, middle piece, take that around, right? Is this making a little bit more sense? To take the middle piece, come around and under. How many people are actually, because I know somebody told me they were braiding while I was braiding live, so they could actually practice it. Is anybody here braiding live and wants to join me? Come on live, just so I could see what you're doing. And if this is turn this way now, Belle. So this first top piece of the braid will keep you in control. Break it up into 3 pieces. Let me try to do it this way, the whole way. So 3 pieces. You'll take the left piece. This is the same middle piece that is gonna, not the same one, but you'll always have a middle piece when you're braiding because there's 3 legs. Each of these is called a leg, right? Comes around and under and grabs the right piece. So now this beak is sticking out. Come to the base, closest, and it's gonna be aligned, closest associated with the level you're at of the braid. Grab some hair, right? So you grab that middle piece around that section and under to grab the hair in your other hand, so your other hand becomes free. Now this hand is free. Again, your finger points directly where you should pull hair from. So right now my fingers are here. I should pull hair from the base at that level. Put it between my index and thumb. Middle piece around and under to free my right hand. Fingers pointing here. I'm grabbing hair from that same line. I'm not down here pulling up. I'm in the same line. Put it in between my fingers. Take the middle piece around and under. Does that make more sense for anybody that's still here? I hope that makes a little more sense. Around and under. And that's all you're gonna do all the way down. Around and under. Around and under.
Yes, Latoya said makes sense.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Latoya. I'm doing my own head, but it's not showable. Aisha, that's my friend. Aisha, I hope you're understanding because I know you be struggling. Excellent teacher. Oh, thank you, Latoya. Are you doing it live, like with me, or are you just taking mental notes? As you're braiding, the key, besides the fact that you have to pick up hair from the scalp, your finger tells you, it's literally pointing right there. Pick up the hair. You're on this side, right there. Pick up the hair, middle, around, and under. Right there. It's in line. And sometimes, yeah, you might feel a little off, but then you just take a smaller piece. In line means in line. You don't come scooping up and do that. That's not going to work. Stay in line because you're going to need hair as the braid forms, you know? So literally follow the directions of your finger. Follow the direction of your finger, pick up hair, grab braid. The other thing I want to say about cornrows, because a lot of people struggle with this, is
Point the finger is the key.
yes. Sometimes people say, I can never get it to start at the top. Again, if you have problems starting at the top, see this much trying to get you. You just pick a smaller section to hold. So if I want to make a big braid, I'll make a bigger section to hold. And then all of this will be loose and your braid will start lower. To start higher, all you do is take a smaller section. A lot of people don't part the section off. So by taking a smaller section, pick up this piece. You'll see in a second when some braid comes up. Right? And again, this is not about stitch braiding or anything like that. This is literally just to get you comfortable so that you can eventually do other things. This is a basic braid. Something to put your child's hair away, or some people have sons with a lot of hair. Right? So y'all see the difference? This started higher because I started from a smaller section. Right? Hope that makes sense. Left arm. Right arm. I'm a braider. I need this. This is it. This is it. So for the people that say, oh, you sure you can't just? I can't. To start the braid, section off the first part. Just do it until you get used to it. Create a small section, right? Break it into 3 pieces. First stitch will go under the middle piece, okay? So a piece of hair will always go on top of your hand. There's some people, just as a sidebar, not to confuse you, that say, mine always turns French. The reason yours always turns French is because your middle piece goes in the middle. And then you braid. And if you do that, you see what happens? It's flat. This is creating a French braid. Right? This is not the goal. Not the goal. When you braid with the middle piece down, you're going to get a French braid. The inverted braid. Yes, the key to a cornrow is that middle piece stays on top. And how do you keep it on top, Ben? How do you keep it on top? You go under the middle to grab the next leg of hair. Right? Now this hand is free. Take the middle piece, go under that, grab the left side. And literally all you're doing is exchanging hair side to side. The finger is lined up here, so that means I need to pick up hair from this section right next to it. Middle piece, where are you gonna go? Under the piece of hair you just picked up. Fingers pointing here. Huh? The fingers pointing here, you're picking up hair directly in line with that. Put it in between your index and thumb Put it in between the beak, put it in between whatever you want to call this. Take the middle hair, go underneath the hair that was just in these two hands. And so it's an underhand transaction, right? If these were two crooks, y'all ever did shadow animals? Like, hey, it's a bird. And listen, cartoons make sense to me. Here. So now this hand is feeding the right hand. The middle, after he feeds, he goes up here. This middle piece does what now? Goes where? Under. Okay? And in this transaction, to help you make sure the braid stays on the head, your pinky is gently resting. You're not pushing like this. Sorry, Bells. You're literally resting as a guide against the client or the person's head. Middle, under. Pick up. Pick up. Middle, under. Right? Pick up middle, under. Pick up middle, under. Is this making sense? Middle, under. Pick up, eat, middle, under. Pick up, eat, middle, under. Pick up, eat, middle, under. And round and round and round you go. Does this make sense? Prima? Coming out the under and not over. Is that making sense to the people that are joining live? Doing it now? Nothing fancy. You're not doing stitch braids. You're literally just trying to get the hair under control. I'll do it one more time because what time is it?
6:14.
6:14. Okay, so I'll do it one more time.
Someone said this is so hard to grasp what I don't braid.
This is what?
So hard to grasp what I don't braid.
So if you don't braid, anybody that came late, I was trying to explain that braiding is literally, if you oversimplify it, making X's, right? And so if you start here with 3 pieces, the first X you're gonna make would be to the left or the right. So let's say the left. So that's 1 X, right? Then the next X you make would be the middle to the right. That's another X. This is the X I'm talking about. Middle piece over the left, that's an X right there. Middle piece over the right, that's an X. Middle piece over the left, that's an X. Middle piece over the right, that's an X. Come in closer, Didi, please. So this is literally how to braid without making it a cornrow. You're just making X's, right? That's an oversimplified way to look at it. Middle piece over the right, and every X is a stitch. So middle piece over the left, X. You're always remaining with these 3 pieces, and you're getting your hand in the habit of grabbing hair. And so this foundation is what you're gonna use to now cornrow. Middle piece over the right, X. Middle piece over the left, X. Every X, I'm calling it an X, is a stitch. It's really a stitch. Stitch, X, whatever makes you understand what you're doing, that's what you call it. I don't care what you call it. Call it a rope, call it a line, call it a leg. And if you look at it as a leg, cross your leg to the right. Take your middle leg, cross your leg to the left. And all you're doing is crossing legs, creating X's, feeding the bird, whatever makes sense to you. And eventually that rhythm of feeding will look like this, and you're just going side to side to side, and making those X's is what gives you the braid. This same concept is what you will use to do a cornrow. So before you do a cornrow, you have to understand this, right? And so that's how you can get used to it. Feet using these fingers to grab the legs and make the X. Make the X this way. These are the two most important fingers. Grab the middle, make the X. Right? Grab the middle, make the X. Middle, cross to the left, make the X. These fingers again. Hold this middle part in these fingers. The right, sorry. Then just continue the motion. Literally X, 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 cross, cross, cross. And so it's the same process when you want to do the cornrow, except instead of only crossing, you're going to pick up hair while you cross, right? Bells, you good? We're almost done. Middle leg, remember, this is the X, right? This is the first X. Middle leg, cross, right? It's the same concept, except now when you cross the legs, you're picking up hair to add to the leg, right? So here's the other leg that we crossed when we were doing another braid. Add hair, cross, right? Left leg, add hair. And this could be a simultaneous swoop. So as I'm making my X's and crossing, I'm picking up hair that corresponds to where my finger is pointing. Cross, right? Picking up hair that corresponds to where I'm pointing. Eating, come up top, Didi. Cross. So it's the same cross. Same cross. The only difference is now you're picking up hair. Cross. Make sense with the crisscross? Now, cross. Same cross, because the next leg cross is here. And remember, we just did that. But before you bring it around, grab hair from the scalp. Grab hair from the scalp. That's the X. Grab hair from the scalp. Grab hair from the scalp. And you're literally repeating that process all the way down. All the way down. Cross, cross, cross. Right? You should have something that looks similar to this. Similar to this. It's not about how it looks. You're not judging yourself. You just want to get it done. Perfect. That's all. Thank you, Bells.
You're welcome.
Say bye.
Bye.
This is all you need to do. You could go ahead. Thank you. This is all you need to do. Repetition. I'm gonna absolutely save this. What is the minimum length you suggest? You're welcome, Hollis. For hair to be comfort, whatever comfort level. You can cornrow, and it depends on your comfort. If you're learning, minimum like hers, just because it'll be easier, shoulder length. As long as you're because learning to cornrow is not easy, you know. Hey Aisha, I hope that last one helped. I really slowed down and changed up. I threw the bird away. So now you're just making X's. Forget the bird. It depends on how you learn. Girlfriend whose daughter that was, she was listening and she's braiding her daughter's hair to show me what she picked up. This is gonna be funny. Look at that. That's all you want. I should have had you braid. Bend your hair back. Yes. This is from her mom. You see? This is all you want. And how much does this help? A lot. Yeah, just knowing how to do this.
During this one, but I'm just wondering why is this like, like pick up too much or?
This? No. Don't worry about that. That's small. I should watch you do it. Belle, come back in this seat. I want to see. So, she's starting at the top. 3 sections. Yes. So far, so good. You already forgot. Okay. So that's the first stitch. Right? Hold on. I need this light to catch. Let me move. Yes. Okay. Okay, Diddy. Yes. You're showing off. Pick up that hair from the side. Around and under. Pick up the hair. Around and under. Diddy, you looking real comfortable. Yes, Diddy. Around and under. Picking up hair as she goes along.
I need a bit more practice.
Get it, Didi. Portia say, get it, Didi. Hubs is like, there you go. All right, Didi. Didi coming to take my job.
You got a good height.
Just saying, Didi. So Didi had help with the bird video. So now that she watched my exes making X's, now, but this is what happens when you just keep practicing and also figure out what works for you. Yes, Didi. Girl, that look better than my practice braid. Get into it. Get into it. But notice her fingers. They're overextending to pick up the hair. She's letting go. She got it so fast. Yo, Didi, this is crazy.
I was the camera person from behind.
She was the camera person. She was the camera person. So she had an inside scoop. Portia said, go on, Didi. Yo, Didi, you literally killed it. She killing it. Okay, now I'm going to make you do this one. Just for anybody who's late. I need to get this ASAP. Veronique says she needs to get this ASAP. You better get with it, V. Let's do one more, but go a little slower. You don't gotta show off. You show off. Look at that. Yo. Look at that. I don't believe she's a newbie. So, but the thing is, nah, she did this before. So the thing is, you could get up for a second. The thing is, Didi has done it before. She's done it because she watched my Feed the Bird video. And so that video helped her a lot. You know what I mean? So that video, I was impressed. This now, she's saying something clicked. Seeing the X's and the O's, and I'm literally right in front of her. She was my camera person. So that's why now, everything she learned in the first video, plus this, one true Didi. So again, it's all about practice. So guys, I'm going to save this. I hope it helps somebody, anybody. Well, somebody did tell me. Prima, I think you're overthinking. This looks like when they have one ready oven in the oven on the cooking shows. What? Excellent. Thank you, Latoya. Latoya, I'm waiting to see your picture. I'm really waiting to see your picture. But yes, thank you guys so much. It is 6:30. If nobody wants to jump on live and show me what they're doing, it's okay. We're wrapping it up. I'm going to save it. And yeah, that's it, really. That's it for me. I appreciate you tuning in to Cornrow with Camilla. You're welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And yeah, I'm going to try to... No problem, Nadia. No problem. Appreciate you too for even being here. I'm going to try to do more things like this. Don't ask to stitch braids. But maybe twisting. We could go over twisting. Some people still struggling with twists and with products. So, yes. Finger coils. Oh, I haven't done those in... Wow. Flat twist. Okay. Wait, which flat twist? Because now people are calling flat twisted twist or the old school flat twist. The basics. Y'all got to make it through the week. This is going to help you, especially with children. I already know. A lot of moms are always asking, can you show me? Thank you, guys. All right. I'm out. See you next time. Bye. Say bye, Belle.
Bye.
Bye.